he's on here yet. Is that you, Sinfuls, on there? Let me get live chat up here. There we go. We are up and running, guys. We had a little glitch last week that we had to take care of, and it's all set this week. And we got a special guest on here tonight. So, let me see. We have Rich here on board, and he's going to be here in the background here, and we're going to have him on here. Who we got on here already? Let's see. We must have something. We had Rich on here a second ago. We had a little glitch there. The thing went backwards. Let's see what happens. Anyway, we are live. Tonight we're going to be talking about just about anything you guys want to talk about as soon as we get some people on here. And Rich has been putting on a lot of different shows this week, and both of us have been putting out a lot of stuff. So we got a lot of stuff we can talk about tonight. Who we got on here now? Let's see. Let me get this live chat up here and working. Tonight the internet's a little bit glitchy over at this end, so but I think we'll be okay. So who we got on here? We must have Sinfuls on here already. Wait a second here. We're up to 6 people. Here we go. Michael L's on board, the moderator. How you doing, Michael? What's going on? And then who else we got on here? We got 6 people on here. Some of the guys got me on like their TVs and stuff, so they can't talk. Chocolate Cookies on here. The twin brothers. Yeah. There we go. Who else we got on here? Get some, but tonight we can talk just about anything. No politics. We don't talk religion on here. Craig Jordan's on here. How you doing, Craig? What's going on? Good to see you on here tonight. All right, we're moving up here. We're up to 13 people already. We just need to get the conversation going tonight. Let's see. And you guys can ask anything about SRRVs. If you want to ask Rich some questions about his videos or any of the videos that we've had. We've had a lot going on tonight. Actually, today I just got back from SNR. And I spent a lot of money on food and stuff like that. Food stuffs around here, usually American foods I pick up. And I've got a lot of canned goods, clam chowder. I got some really, really good steaks. It's funny because we were looking at the steaks there, and you can get a tomahawk steak there for about $10-15, I think it was. I think it was 15 bucks for a tomahawk steak. And it's a pretty good size one, too. Let's see who else is on here. Joseph Grudza, good morning from Lubbock, Texas. How you doing, Joseph? Dean's on here. Dean Thompson. How you doing, Dean? Good to see you on here tonight. Who else we got? Michael L says, knee deep in the XL. Pero, one of my 3 monitors, has this video and chat on it. There we go. Dickie Spaz is on board. Hello, Steve and Rich. How you doing, Dickie? Always good to see you on here, Dickie. And who else we got on here? We got 21 people on here, so this is going to be pretty good today, hopefully. What? And Dean says, doing good, brother. That's good, Dean. So you're coming here at the end of the month, Dean? The end of the month, the beginning of next month, do you think? Because that'd be good. You got to stop by here. You can go to one of our dinners or something. We can talk and stop by the house here too, you know. Who else is on here tonight? We got 25 people on here. Timothy O'Hearn, hotel recommendations for SRRV. Anywhere in Makati is okay. There's all kinds of hotels around here. I tell people there's Airbnbs too. We don't specifically recommend any place, but I would try to find some place near the Citibank building.
I would.
Citibank building or
try the Gramercy.
Gramercy, there you go.
Gramercy or Knightsbridge. Gramercy is where I stayed when I was doing my SRRV work. You can almost walk there, and I actually did once, and it was a long walk.
Yeah.
But in a taxi, it's about, with no traffic, maybe 10 minutes.
And there are some places around there too.
Yeah.
There are.
Yeah, there's another.
You just got to look them up and find. There's a bunch of places down there. Gordon Rogers from Indiana. Sinful, screwy crap, Steve. Let's see. Richard Jarrett. Hello. How you doing, Richard? I wonder if that could be who we think it is.
Oh.
The same name. Sinful's too many upcoming windows. LOL. Let's see. Richard Jarrett. Good. Let's see. Dickie Spaz. Hello, Sinfuls. This Richard Jarrett. I hope that's not the Richard Jarrett we're thinking of.
So, is there another Rich in the Philippines? Isn't our Rich in the Philippines? Is he a moderator or is he?
Where do you see that?
No. The other Rich.
Yeah, Rich is the moderator too.
Yeah.
Sinfuls.
Yeah, Sinful. Yeah.
Yeah, Sinfuls. Yeah. Be aware.
Yeah.
Let's see. He says, hi, Dickie. Let's see. Napoleon Magnet. Hello from Bacolod. Sub builder. Okay. So you used to work doing sub building before? That's cool. I guess that a lot of the places up in Maine and stuff like that are building new ships and stuff like that up in Portsmouth too. So we got 38 people on board. Hey, Sinfuls, Dean says. And who else we got on here? Let's get some more. Papa in the Philippines. Hello, gentlemen. I'm from Indiana and we'll be visiting on April 23rd. Okay, cool. We just there's another guy with your name, Richard, and it's not a friendly person. Let's put it that way. Okay. Sinfuls. Hi, Dean. Let's see. Dean Dickie Spaz says 5 minutes and trolls already present. You've hit the big time. Yeah, I guess I have. Napoleon Magnet. Yes, Groton. Okay. I was in sub school in New London and Groton. Larry Harry, Electric Boat, Rhode Island. There we go. So let's get some conversation going on here. Anything you guys want to talk about tonight? Any questions you guys got, or if you want to bring up something different, we can. It doesn't have to necessarily be about expat stuff either. So, we'd like to make it fun on here. See, Dean Thompson has been seeing Sinful's motorcycle videos. Great stuff. Yeah, he's got a really nice motorcycle there, Dean. You might want to. It's an awesome motorcycle. It's a big motorcycle too, but for a Chinese bike, you wouldn't expect that much quality in it. And the Chinese have come a long way in quality, I will say. Even in their cars, I was watching their cars.
Yeah,
at one of the shows.
Electric cars.
No, even the regular cars. Some of the regular cars
they're
over
making
at
their own
Alabama.
electric cars now.
Yeah. And Napoleon Magnus says the only subs being built now is in Groton and Newport News. Yeah, they're building a lot of ships though. I guess they just had the wooden ship, the Mayflower, was down in Connecticut getting some work done. I think it was Connecticut or Rhode Island. Yeah, the Mayflower too, the one that's in Plymouth.
The Mayflower?
Yeah,
Oh my God.
it's the Mayflower too. It's going through the Cape Cod Canal, I guess,
Gotcha.
tomorrow morning or something like that.
Gotcha.
Michael L says, is there any of the major global hotel chains in Makati? Yes, I'm sure there is. One can use points or global chains. I usually stay at the Hilton Airport or Conrad since I have lots of Hilton points. I use the Microtel there, the Wyndham Microtel, and I asked the lady to make sure she credited me with my points, and she said she did already, and they never credited me with the 2 nights there. So I was a little bit ticked off about that. Richard Jarrett says looking for a motorcycle when we get there.
On the hotel thing, what I've discovered with, especially by Pasay and even in Makati, I think that, you see my videos on Airbnb, hotels, I think, I know you like, I think that they're way expensive.
Yeah, they are.
Here in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Where Airbnb kind of picks up the slack.
Yeah, you can get it for $30, $35.
$30, $40.
Yeah.
And you're talking
and
some
they're just
luxury.
as good. Yeah.
Yeah, but the hotels, man.
Yeah.
There was $60 to $120 for a night in Pasay.
Yeah.
So the Hiltons.
Yeah, Sinful says, Richard Jarrett, get at least 400 cc so you can ride on the highways. Yeah. If you're going to ride the highways, definitely get a 400 cc's. If you're going to live south of Manila now, with them finishing up the Cavitex, they call it?
Yeah.
With them finishing that up, you're going to want a 400 cc probably. And if you want to get another bike for riding around town, it's different.
I think you have to get a bike for riding around town.
Yeah.
Because the bigger bikes in Richmond.
Or better yet, don't even get a bike. Get one of the Suzuki minivans, a used one. Then you can carry stuff,
Yeah, that's true. Or get a back box.
Yeah.
But for in-city riding, I think a car or a bigger bike is a challenge.
See, Papa in the Philippines heading that way August 6th for 7 weeks. This is the start of a move to full-time. There you go, man. If you need any help or anything, you can always give me a call. Just send me an email at Steven5975, and if you got any questions, you can always shoot me questions right over the phone. We can talk. Stephen McBaron, canceled Medicare today, been Philippines since 2014. No plans to return to madness in the U.S. Live in Baguio, San Diego weather. I'm not, somebody was telling me you do need to keep one of the Medicares, I think, for the VA.
Plan A.
And also some people say they keep it for backup or something like that. I don't plan on going back no matter what. So I have to look into that a little bit more. Ted K says, if you want to go cheap on the hotels, Red Door and Blue Planet.
End. Justin's big on the Red Door.
Yeah, Justin likes
the Red Door.
Our other contributor, he likes the Red Doors a lot. Low end but clean, basic rooms. Yeah, they are. They are very clean and basic. Most of them are clean, not all of them.
Well, my thinking is, though, on the Airbnb and on the Red Door, if you pay just a couple dollars more, you get so much more at the Gramercy or Knightsbridge.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion.
Let's see. Small Snake says, greetings from Toronto, Canada. Michael L., if If you didn't have loads of Hilton, IHG, Marriott, etc. points, I would consider an Airbnb.
Absolutely.
See, Richard Jarrett is looking at Zambales province. I've been up to Zambales, and I'm not that keen on that actually. It's okay up there, but there's a lot of stuff you can't get up there.
Like what?
I don't know. There's like in some of the towns there, they don't have that much. They don't have that much to offer. The supermarkets and stuff.
Gotcha.
American foods are hard to get there unless you head into like Subic or something like that, or
Gotcha.
that area. You have to travel to get just like you do here somewhat.
Yeah.
I think it's easier to travel here if you're going to go to the VA and stuff though too.
Well, we're what, an hour and 20, hour and 30 away from
It's
Manila?
not that far.
Yeah, no.
Simple says the CLAEX will eventually go from Laguna. He's talking about Cavitex, I think.
Sure.
All the way to Coastal Highway. Sinful says,
Let's hope so.
my bike is just right size, still narrow enough for city riding, but enough for the highway. He's also got my email on there for Steven5975 @yahoo.com for you guys that need it. Small stake, I'm planning on moving to the Philippines from Canada. Cavite is my choice as well. Hey, when you get here, get in touch with me. Write down my email and send me a email. Ask me for my phone number, both the Philippine phone number and the American phone number. We can chat, and I'll help you out, man. Sep 315s. Hey Stevie, greetings from Germany. How's it going? It's going good, man. Good to see you on here tonight.
Where are you from in Germany?
He'll tell us in a second here. Napoleon Magnet, busy building Virginia class and gearing up for Columbia class to replace Ohio. Love driving in the Philippines. Third day with new truck. Cut me off. Wiped out passenger side.
Oh my God.
That's not good. Sinful says Small Snake. Laguna is nice area also. Yeah, Laguna's nice. It's a little bit more expensive, but it is nice there.
I think it's busier.
I don't know about that. I didn't see it busy there.
That's where Gina's from, is Laguna.
Yeah, depends where you are over there too.
Yeah.
Joseph Greza, my target date for arrival month is February of 2025. How soon should I start my paperwork? If you're going to get the SRRV, I would start getting your paperwork together. You can call me and we can start chatting if you want to. Again, just email me, ask me for my phone number, and I'll have you call me some night. USA to Philippines life. Hi, Steve, and everyone in the chat. Mike from USA to Philippines life here. Currently in earthquake-ridden New Jersey. New York City Metro, LOL. Being a while, I've been trying to catch one of your live streams. There you go. You're on here now. Just a bill. Let's see. There is an Australian, English, and American joint venture that is going to be building some non-nuclear submarines that won't be at Newport News or Electric Boat in the near future. I believe they're building those probably for Taiwan. They were talking about building some. Maybe that's what it is. K9 Companion, good morning, evening all. Papa in the Philippines. Talked to you last year about what is needed. Still have your number and email. Would like to chat with Mike O on the insurance when I'm there. Yeah, Michael Onstat's good. If you need anything to do with insurance, he knows it all.
Or his assistant.
Yeah, his assistant.
Miles Lava.
Yeah, Miles Lava. She's good to talk to.
She's the best.
See, Michael L., you can try Holiday Inn just adjacent to the Glorietta Mall. There you go. Philip Edward, you need to check out Row House City, Capiz. Let's see. It's north of Iloilo. It's just more peaceful than the major provinces.
Iloilo is very nice.
Yeah, Iloilo's got a good reputation. I've been there. I was there a long, long time ago.
And I was just there not too long ago. I like it a lot.
When I went there, it was a dump.
Well, now they have all the call centers. Now they have many call centers there in Iloilo proper, and the streets are clean. It's a quiet place. I really liked Iloilo. The food's good.
Yeah, it's got the music scene there too now.
Yeah.
Dean Thompson says I rode my scooter to 125 to the VA, and it really sucks being on the side roads fighting the traffic. Took an hour and 45 minutes from Santa Rosa. That sucks.
I bet.
I can only imagine. I would not want to take a scooter to go to the VA.
To Manila, no.
Sep 315, I'm from Hanover, Lower Saxony. Let's see. Small stake, I have a Filipina girlfriend going on 6 years that I met in Toronto. We both live here currently, and I am convincing her to move back. The cost of living in Toronto is absurd. Papa in the Philippines, if we can meet up, that would help. Yeah, if you give me a call, we can probably meet up if you want. Just actually, we have a meeting on the 16th at Texas Roadhouse at 1:30 if you want to go, if you're here.
Good times.
We have a lot of good times there. See, John Ketchum, good morning everyone. A small snake planning in 2025. Richard Jarrett praying to buy property on this visit and start building a house next year. Sinfuls, hi John. Canine companion, hello Sinfuls. Small snake girlfriend has family in General Trias Cavite. That's right next door to us.
It's a nice place.
Sinfuls, Michael Onstad on Messenger. There we go. Michael MM, thank you. Holiday Inn is part of IHG Group, so I can use my points. George, hi all. How you doing, George? Sinfuls, hi George. Timothy O'Hearn says, what is the time frame of the passport return after the application of the SRRV? It's right now it's about 4 or 5 weeks.
Depends.
It changes all the time by the amount of people that are signing up for it. Let's see, we'll be heading down to province and returning to Manila to pick it up. It's about, last I heard was about 4 weeks for one guy. Sometimes it's 6 weeks, sometimes it's 8 weeks, but plan on it being like 8 weeks just in case, you know.
Mine was about 5.
Yeah, mine was 2. So
yeah,
and that was a long time ago. Michael L. It is, and you're welcome. Okay. Let's see. Sinfuls, I rode my Yamaha 155 to the VA. That is why I decided to move up the highway to legal bike. There you go. Michael L. is a small snake. I remember the goth scene there in the late 90s, Spadina and Queen Street. I heard the cost of living is now sobering expensive in Toronto. George says, hi, Sinfuls. Let's see. My middle-aged adventure says, hey, this Stephen, I got my Harley running. It's crazy. It's a crazy experience as American riding a Harley through the Philippines. Everybody is even more friendlier and wants to hang out and talk to me. K9 Companion says, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. There we go. Hit that thumbs up, guys. Dean says, I got you, Sinfuls. USA to Philippines life. I love Iloilo. Glad that's where we're based. I enjoy visiting other places in the Philippines, but it's always nice to get back to Iloilo.
It's a nice place.
Simple says, my middle-aged adventures. That's cool. Craig Jordan says, the Philippine Info Channel. Which Texas Roadhouse location do you have the meet and greet? We're going to have it at the Evia Mall in Bacoor, right next to Alabang. Okay? And it's inside the mall, at the Evia Mall there. The Lifestyle Center, they call it, I guess. Keith Mahoney, is Larry Harry still here? I'm not sure who Larry Harry is. Dickie Spaz, Steve, how is the acupuncture coming along? The cheap cost of massages in the penis would tempt me to get one every day. 125 for 90 minutes here. That's expensive back in the States. I'll say this. I'm getting the electric Japanese acupuncture for my back. I am seeing a little bit of a difference, but I have to keep going back to keep that going. So it's a constant fight to keep, and I still wake up in the morning in pain, but it is bringing the pain down a little bit during the day, which is helping, which is good. So I'm kind of happy about that, but I still got the sleep issue, unfortunately. Sinfuls, Craig Jordan at Evia Mall in Bacoor near Alabang. Let's see, Joseph Grudsa, how much on average for a small van? About $4,000 for one of the rebuilds, but they don't rebuild the motor because the motors are in pretty good shape. They take them out of other vans with low mileage, and then they rebuild the whole van, and it looks like a new van when you get everything's done inside. Sinful says that Joseph Grudsa, 3,000 to 300 to 400K PHP. The one that we have here that Justin got, I think he paid about $4,000 for it.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's a nice little van. Sinfuls, that would be for a nicely restored one like the Suzuki. But let's see, Sinfuls, Dickie Spez, I am a massage addict, LOL. Same here. Bim Prasad, afternoon from UK, Stephen and friends. Sinfuls, hi Bim. Michael L says, I prefer muscle relaxers over massages. Don't like strangers touching me. There we go. Hayesville Flores. Rich, why don't you find a chair and sit beside Steve? There's not that much room in here in the spot that we're doing this on an iPad, so.
And plus, I don't want cooties.
Yeah, you don't want cooties, you know. But we have a computer right here behind the iPad, which is funny.
Yeah.
And we can't get it up and running on there, so that's part of it.
Thanks for noticing, though.
We're gonna try to work on that though, so we can have both of us sitting here. Let's see, Dickie Spaz, big smiley face. Dean Thompson, Sinfuls, I have been looking at the Dominar 400. Dean, make sure you try to move in this area again. we'd like to see it back in this neighborhood again, around this area. Hopefully. Craig Jordan, Sinfuls, thumbs up. Gary Think, hi. Dean Thompson, it only costs $205K. Small Steak, how is General Trias compared to Tracy Martinez? It's more built up.
It's busier.
It's busier. I don't think the housing is
friendly.
Is friendly and is nice there. I think it's kind of too busy for me.
I agree.
Bim Prasad, hi Sinfuls. Hope you and family are well. Sinfuls, thanks. Yes, thanks, Bim. Canine Companion, for my back and sciatic pain, I get steroid injections and they burn the nerve endings. Holds up for 4 to 6 months. Also prescribed pregabalin. I can't take that because it bothers my eyes, and also it raises my creatinine levels and wrecks my kidney. And tizanidine, I've had all that stuff. Helps you sleep. Yeah, he says it helps you sleep. It does, but all the sleep medicine stuff, it does bad stuff to your kidneys. And also, it shortens your lifespan, too. Michael L., careful, Rich. Susan might get jealous.
Too late.
Joke long. Bim Prasad, Sinful's great. Michael L., I love my mix of tramadol, tizanidine, and naproxen.
Damn.
Wow, man. That's a kidney delight.
Damn.
Dean Thompson, definitely want to get back in the neighborhood. Yeah, we'd like to see you back here because we can do some barbecues. We got some barbecues coming up soon, probably. Hayes Villa Flores, is there any way to share some super chat money here? If there is, how? We don't do that.
No.
We don't do super chat because we don't want people, thinking that they have to pay to do this here. We do this, just for the ad money, and that's it. And we would do it even without the ad money, probably. I would anyway. I do this to help people with their SRRVs and stuff and put out good information. That's it. We don't do super chat. Dickie Spaz, hey Rich, are you able to find American-style barbecue in your area?
In this area?
You can at Roadhouse.
Well, I actually now like the Filipino barbecue, and you get used to it. It's a different flavor, but it's still good. We have a Filipino barbecue right up the street, right up the steps from us.
Yeah.
And there's a place called, is it Johnny Roasters? They have good barbecue too. So, but we're going to Texas Roadhouse to get that barbecue fix.
Yeah, if you want barbecue or steaks or whatever.
Yeah.
We're going to actually have a barbecue here tomorrow, probably a steak barbecue. By the way, you're invited.
Who, me?
Yeah. Bim Prasad.
Do I get a chair?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we'll give you a chair.
Damn.
You can sit next to me.
Don't tell Susan.
Yeah. Bim Prasad, can you please advise how to get to Tracy Martinez from Manila?
Super easy.
Yeah.
It's really, really easy. So use Google.
Yeah, just use Google and you get right down here. Or you can go to PTX if you want to.
Yes.
And they have a Tracy Martinez bus. Get off at Walter Martin. You're in.
Or 7-Eleven.
Or 7-Eleven.
Even closer.
If you want to come down and visit us, let us know.
Yeah.
We're on Google Maps. Sinful says, Hayes, Villa Flores, Steve. Doesn't do that at all. Watch his ads. Yeah, watch my ads, man. If you want to help me, watch my ads. Let them run.
Please.
Yeah, that helps us. Sinful says, Dickie Spaz, yes, you can find that. Michael L says, Steve, my creatinine and liver markers are within normal range. At least I test every 3 months.
Wow.
I have to test every month according to my doctor because they had to change like a lot of my stuff, a lot of my pills. And my doctor here in Tracy, she's not the VA doctor, and she's phenomenal with medicines and stuff like that. Yeah, and he sees her too. So, Canine Companion, for my kidneys, I take milk thistle. I take that, and my liver enzyme levels are normal. I take some stuff from my kidneys and my liver that my doctor gave me, actually, and it's all natural, and it works. Philip Edward, Royal House City, Capiz, was featured by Canadian vlogger Mike on his channel. That Philippines life, if you're interested. It's a nice little city you might want to check out. Okay, maybe I'll check it out. I don't plan on moving from here, though. I don't travel that much, and I'm not that big of a traveler. One of the other vloggers actually talked about me a little bit.
That's me. I travel a lot.
Yeah, he travels a lot. I don't, I traveled back in the 80s and stuff like that, and I have people that say, "Oh, Steve never traveled around." No, I traveled around the Philippines when it was really the Philippines, and when I went to Boracay, it was more like Gilligan's Island back then, and all those places are all built up now, and I'm sure it's nice there, but to me, it's not as nice as it was back then. I can tell you, So, let's see. My middle-aged adventures. Dean Thompson. I got the Kawasaki Dominator 400 as well, and I love it. I will see everybody at Texas Roadhouse. There you go, man. See, Bim Prasad, thanks. Dean Thompson, middle-aged adventures. Thanks for validating my choice. Michael Ellis says, complete metabolic and lipid panels. Not getting a regular diagnosis is like driving without a speedometer and fuel gauge. JM, will I ever get married to a Filipino again? Will I ever get married to?
Yeah, that's you. That's a question.
I will. Yes, definitely I would. Yeah. Some people say you're crazy to do that, but I mean, I think I'm in a really good relationship now, so I'm happy. Hayes Villa Flores, I'm on a premium, no ads. Okay, so that we still make money off of that, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Dicky Spaz, Pinoy barbecue is good. I also
I like it too.
Enjoy street vendor chicken.
I do too.
I don't eat street foods because I've gotten food poisoning over here so much.
Do.
Timothy O'Hearn says, plan on flying to province. What documents does the PRA provide to use for domestic air travel? I don't understand what you're saying. They don't supply anything. They put a visa inside your passport.
Yeah.
Can't remember if I had to show identification my last. They give you a card, a PRA card, and they give you a visa, and it's in your passport. It's built into your passport. It's laminated in there, kind of.
Maybe he's talking about when you give them
exit.
When you give them your passport to get your paperwork.
The only thing they might ask you for is your card, and that's it. They don't ask for the exit clearances and stuff like that anymore, right?
No. Well, actually, you talked about the easy travel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're still recommending it. At least the travel agent 3 days ago said
to get an exit clearance.
They wanted you to get an easy pass coming in and going out.
Okay.
Which I thought I hadn't heard that either.
Yeah.
However,
easy pass is the exit clearance.
Yeah. Well, that's what she said.
Okay.
No pun intended.
Yeah. Sinful says Hayes Villa Flores. Yes, me too. He gets paid. LOL. Sinful's Timothy O'Hearn. Carry your passport even domestically. Yeah. I don't carry mine too much because I'm pretty fairly close to home, but you can carry a copy of it, I guess. Big Slick 66. Good evening, Steve and Britch. Regarding the SRRV, will a Roth IRA qualify? No, it will not. Considering I'll be retiring before Social Security kicks in, no, it will not. Unfortunately, that doesn't count. I wish it did for you guys, but it will not. Okay. So you're going to have to pay the higher amount. Richard Jarrett, anyone get a container and send your stuff from the States? It used to be you can get 55-gallon drums through these ballot buy-in box places. They used to have a 55-gallon drum. I don't know if they still do that. I'm talking about back in the 80s. Somebody told me that some of the places still do, and they put it inside the containers there. You can get a 55-gallon drum. Now, it's something you'd have to check in on.
I didn't see that when I got mine.
Yeah.
2 years ago.
Yeah, the ballot buying boxes by themselves are worth it.
They're huge.
Yeah, let's see. Bim Prasad says, when you are looking for rentals, do you ask to see proof of ownership? No,
I didn't.
Seen a lot of people advertising rentals, but they are not the owners. I don't know how that works.
It's a scam.
It's a scam, probably. I would ask them hey, are you the owner? If they say no, then I wouldn't rent there. Michael L. Timothy, just use your passport and travel ID. Sinful says, Richard Jarrett, use LBC. This is one of the places that will send you stuff, by the way. Dean Thompson, I love the Filipino Inaha liver street barbecue. I'm not big on liver, man.
Yeah, me neither. Besides my own.
Yeah, Craig Jordan, the Philippine Info channel, Boracay is like Gilligan's Island. Yes, it was. It was. Back then, it had huts on there. Didn't have McDonald's. It had a little pizza joint there. The guy had a brick oven, and he was an Italian guy, about 80 years old, with a 25-year-old girlfriend. I was there, too, in the 80s when it was a destination for campers and hikers. It was a beautiful place back then. You could still get AC, too. Sinful's put up the thing for LBC. Sinful's, I mean, if you're living domestically, should carry your passport. Hello, Paradise says, hi, Steve. This is Steve from Corinne's party. Hey, Steve, how you doing? Good to see you on here. I was wondering if it would be okay to come to your area Tuesday, Wednesday holiday. Is that a bad time for you two? Yeah, give me a call. Send me an email, okay? And we can talk and chat, and we'll figure it out. I should be around then, by the way. So, yeah, if you want to come by then. But I need to know, like, a time so I don't leave the house. Just write to me, and I'll check all my emails tomorrow. Steven5975 @yahoo.com, and ask me for my number. Let's see, Ted K. Apply for a passport card and keep the real thing safe. See, I carry my passport card, so that pretty much shows them that I'm an American. See,
When do you carry your passport card?
all the time, all the time, yeah.
So
Because
you don't have a driver's license, do you?
I have a Philippine driver's license.
So I carry my Philippine driver's license and my SRRV.
Yeah. Let's see, Dean Thompson, Ben Prasad, you will see that a lot because people that find renter usually gets a finder's fee, but yes,
Yeah.
for ownership to protect yourself. Yeah, definitely check the ownership. Mr. Big Slick 66. Okay, Steve, thank you. So what does qualify for the SRRV?
Social Security.
Social Security.
A letter from.
Yeah, letter from military pensions, military compensation.
And I submitted my bank showing the deposits
Yeah.
from them, along with a letter from them. So, I mean, I don't know if that's still what you need, but I had several
Yeah.
backups for what they needed to prove.
Yeah, municipal pensions, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I got too much light coming down from there. So, Bim Prasad, Dean Thompson, many thanks. We'll be alert. Steve, Sinful's put up my email again for you guys. Timothy O'Hearn, if they hold the passports for 8 weeks at the PRA for SRRV processing, what do you do for the 8 weeks?
They give you a copy, or they give you a
they'll
copy,
they'll give you a copy, but you can't leave the country during that time.
and they sign it.
Yeah, and they'll tell you that you can't leave the country. And it usually does not take 8 weeks. They're going to tell you 8 weeks. It probably will take 4 to 6 weeks, I'll say. Okay, very few people take 8 weeks. It's usually about 4 to 6 weeks. Lately, I've been seeing 4 weeks was the last one that went through, and that was the guy next door.
But I had to box for remittance. So I had to box with their copy, and I'm showing it to the bank. I'm like, look,
Yeah.
this is from the PRA, and they actually stamped the back of it.
Yeah.
So it's
So you're all set then for
yeah,
open
it can be
account.
touchy though. So you have to be persistent.
Well, when I take the people, I have them open an account at Bank of Commerce
Yeah.
usually. Yeah, and they open their
I'm
account.
talking about the whole time while
Yeah.
I was here, when I was in Tagaytay
Yeah.
and Robinson's. Yeah.
USA to Philippine life. We're going to spend some time in Boracay this coming November. Looking forward to it. Ripley 7T. Yikes. I really don't like surrendering my passport to anyone.
I know.
Craziness. Them having it for 8 weeks. You
I
know
agree.
something? I'll tell you something about the PRA though. You don't have to worry about them at all. You really don't. They're the nicest, kindest people you could ever meet. And they consider you like family when you're a member at the PRA.
I have to agree with him though. I was super nervous about
Yeah.
that because in the beginning you just don't know.
Yeah, in the beginning. But
Yeah.
once you get to know them there,
Yeah.
they've all become family to me. Like, I know them all up there, So, don't worry about it. And if you ever have a problem up there, contact me because I have contacts in there and I can talk to them and try to get you help.
Or if you've gone through Thelma or Mary Rose.
Yeah, Thelma and Mary Rose will stick up
they're
for
the
you.
best.
Yeah, they'll take care of you. Let's see. Bim Prasad says for the SRV would collected rental income? No, doesn't count. It has to be a pension, guys. It has to be a pension.
Government entity.
Yeah, it could be a municipal pension. It could be a pension. City. It could be a pension from a company. As long as it's a pension and you can prove it's a pension, it says pension, then you're good. Okay, man at work. Hello guys, best regards, Geneva, Switzerland. There we go. Hope everything is doing fine there. We're doing good here, man.
Life is good.
Ripley 70 VA can get your letter real time online showing your compensation. Yes, and you need to get that stuff apostilled, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, before you guys do any of this SRRV stuff, please contact me. I will help you all the way through the process. And if you work with Mary Rose, she works for free. She's not going to charge you like these other agencies out there. She gets paid by the PRA to help you. Okay, and everybody that's gone through here has been happy with Thelma and Mary Rose.
Absolutely.
Thelma's their helper. And no problems at all. She's done hundreds of visas for us, thousands.
She did yours?
She did mine.
She did mine.
Yeah, she did a lot of people around here. Let's see. Sinful says, Ripley 7T, yes, you can log into this VA and download your letter. Ripley 7T, I know, I've worked for the VA for 21 years this month. LOL. Sinful's, oh, nice. We have a couple of guys that have worked for the VA here. I think Justin did too. Sinful's, oh, you were stating, not asking, haha. Ripley 17, no biggie. Bim Prasad, okay, thanks. I have to wait 8 years till I'll be 67 for my pension. But government,
Phew.
that's a long wait, man.
That's no
But
fool.
government looking at increasing the retirement age.
I saw that.
I think anybody that might be for a few people a few years back or something like that, and I do think that is going to happen, unfortunately. I retired Coast Guard. You can get a letter from online from them too. My guess, DOD too. George, what do you think of the city of Pasay? I'm not a big fan of Manila, to be honest with you. I mean, if you're staying in some nice buildings, he is. He loves the city.
And Pasay, I love Pasay, especially. I stay there all the time when I'm flying out, and I Airbnb. And if you're light on certain luggage, you can literally, depending on which terminal you're going, you can literally walk there. And there's a couple of great restaurants there.
You near the VA?
Yeah, you're near the VA. There's actually, if you like gambling, there's a huge gambling
there's casinos. There's a big gambling presence there.
And there's hotels there. But again, I think the hotels are crazy expensive. Where the Airbnbs, I made some friends, on my Airbnb video, I made some friends in Pasay, and I go back to the same place over and over again. So I like Pasay. I'm in a minority. I know it. I like Pasay. I like Makati. Manila is kind of crazy, but I've traveled some of the big cities, whether it's Amsterdam, Chicago, New York. I like big cities, but I like small cities too.
Let's see. Sinful says, Bim Prasad, at your age, I think you would be grandfathered to existing requirements. I think you would be too. Andrew Stridefeld, hello, Steve from Malmo. That's where my family's from. Dickie Spaz, Steve and Rich, what is the best way to transfer access large sums of money as to funding a house build? Wow.
I'd say Western?
No, not Western Union. Do bank transfers.
Swift?
Bank transfers, but you might have to report some of anything over 10,000.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal as people think. So, a lot. I think Sinfuls did it before, and so haven't other people when they were doing things here.
I just did a video on Swift.
So I you can't do it through Western Union, not huge amounts.
But you can do bank to bank.
Yeah, you can do bank to bank, and that's probably the best way to do it. But you're gonna have to report it. Anything over 10,000, you're gonna have to report, I believe. And you can call H&R Block about that. They're pretty helpful. The lady was telling me that they help fill out those things.
And depend on which way you're going. If you're going to America from here, it might be easier. But I know that going from here to anywhere else,
it's hard.
My God.
I
did Michael Olmsted through the bank.
It's a pain in the butt.
It's a huge pain in the butt.
Michael also says, I love Manila. Sinfuls, Dickie Spaz, I have a USD account and wired a large amount from my startup fund. So there you go, right there, because Sinfuls has done it. Small stake, what would a small, simple house with some land rent for in Tracy Martira's, maybe a quarter of an acre or half an acre? You could probably get it for about 200, 250.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that because I just talked to an expat just today, and it's not that big of a piece of land, but he's paying 15,000 pesos, and which I think is a pretty fair deal. Has 3 pools, badminton, and it's quiet, which is one of the requirements for me. And he's paying 15,000, but that's not all in. I think he still has to pay power and water. So
it varies.
But it's very attainable here.
In Tracy tends to be cheaper than most places.
It does.
And anybody will tell you it's usually about 30 to 40% cheaper than most places. For some reason, it's like an anomaly. It's really weird. And Tracy's not a bad little town. So some people, it's actually an up and coming city. And the mayor here is very smart. She lives right next to us.
Yeah.
I
just had dinner with one of the city councilmen last night, and they've worked on their water. They've improved their water. They've improved the roads here. And she really is a good person, and most of her family, they're around here. They're in government. They're good people.
Yeah, they run the barangays.
Yes, they do.
Small stake. What would let's see, we already read that one. Michael L. The bright lights of Manila. Yeah. Bim Prasad, Sinfuls, LOL. I can't wait to leave UK. It's a mess and getting way too expensive and stressful. Dickie Spaz, thanks. Sinfuls says Bim Prasad. I can imagine. George, I have a house there. It's nice here. It's a nice area. Where I live here, I live down back here, and,
Yeah, he
and
does.
some people call it a squatter's village or a dump back here, but it's not even
Who
close.
calls it that? My God.
We've had some people call it that. You know what it's like here.
Yeah.
It's very
No,
comfortable here.
That's my house.
Yeah, even Rich's house is nice. Since I have a condo in Pasai, but selling it. LOL. Michael L. I like Pasai as well.
I do
Joseph Grudza, I just emailed you. Okay, no problem, man. I'll try to get back to you tomorrow. I'll check my emails tomorrow. Lieutenant Nescafe, or maybe even tonight. Pasai, not Pasai. Pasai. I call it Pasai. It's,
too. Yeah.
Dean,
Tomato.
yeah, potato.
Exactly.
Dean Thompson, Sinfuls. I got the new updated drone. You will love it. That sounds cool. I'd like to see that. Maybe we can put some footage up. Let's see. Lieutenant Nescafe. Elongate. The first vowel is A in Pasai. Dickie Spaz. Solaire Hotel and Casino has Vegas pricing. What about...
Yeah. He's right.
Yeah.
It's expensive.
Yeah. One of the things about pronunciation here, a lot of us... I'm from Boston. And you're not going to get that out of me. You will not. He knows me. He knows the way I talk. And I
parks his car.
Yeah, I park my car.
But not only that, it's not just that.
We go to liquor stores.
Yeah, not only that, Lieutenant. However, every different barangay, every different province says things differently.
Yeah.
And so...
And even they pronounce it differently.
Yeah. So, potatoes, whatever.
Yeah. Philip Edward, have you guys been to any of the 9 U.S. military, naval, and air bases in the Philippines? They're not U.S. military bases.
Yeah.
There are none. Those are all gone. Are expats even allowed to visit? My little son wants to see the fighter jets. No. Those are all Philippine shared bases. They're not the old U.S. bases. All those are gone. There are no U.S. bases here.
And we have some Marine bases around us here, and talk about tight security. It's crazy. However, you can actually hear them doing live fire, because I go up and visit the monkeys up there, and there's a Marine base, and it's they don't mess around there. They will kick your ass.
Yeah.
They will kick you out for trespassing 3 feet.
Yeah. Simple says you don't have to report over 10K if the funds are verifiable. Okay.
Cool.
Pimp Prasad at Sinfuls, hopefully another 6 to 8 months in UK, then to Philippines. Michael L says, Sinfuls, the problem with real estate in the Philippines is that it is not as liquid as in the West. Yes, that's
true.
very true. Sinfuls, Dean Thompson, oh cool. Let's see, Sinfuls, Michael L, tell me about it. I have 3 properties for sale at this time.
Good luck.
Sinfuls, if you need any of those shown, let me know. We'll do it again. Sinfuls, actually 4, LOL. Mr. Big Slick 66. Hello, my wife's from Pasai City.
It's a nice place.
Pasai, or whatever they want me to pronounce it.
Yeah.
Dean Thompson, let's hit the thumbs up, guys. Yeah, hit the thumbs up, guys. We're only at 38. Usually we equal that the amount of people on here. So let's get that up and going if we could. Rich Jarrett, Sinfuls. What size property you have? Sinfuls has a good, nice, beautiful house. Let me tell you.
Postage stamp.
I'll let Sinfuls answer that though. Mike D 2112. You must be a Rush fan.
Yes.
When I was there at September 1st, stayed at Hope Residences B&B. It was right next to the mall. We know that. We've been in there many a time.
That's right.
I also stayed in New Valley. They were both very nice. Hope is very nice. It's small, but it's nice, and I think they overcharge for the rents in there. That's the problem.
And
there.
they still charge for the pool, which I think is
I
ridiculous.
think it's good. Because they're getting like $400 to $700 for rentals in there now.
It's ridiculous.
And I've seen rentals for as low as $200 in there too, from people that live far away and don't know what the rentals are going for.
Desperate.
Sinfuls, they can't even rent them out. They have problems.
There are a lot of them that are empty there.
Yeah. Philip Edward, they are not technically U.S. bases. They are Philippine bases. Exactly. That's what we just said. They're shared bases, as they call them. Joseph Grutza, hence the fact that you stocked up on chowder. Oh, we got plenty of chowder.
He's got chowder.
Yeah. Not chowder, chowder.
Chowder.
Expat in training. Can you comment on expats physically fighting each other? I saw a video. We don't see any physical fights here.
No.
It's mostly bullcrap stuff that, like people doing nasty stuff to each other or something like that. Like 17-year-old, 16, 17-year-old kids or something like that. And it's mostly these people that never grew up, and it's some of the stuff that they do. It's crazy. And sometimes you just let it slide off your back and let it go, and sometimes you say something to them.
Watch my video on this Sunday, and I address some of that.
Yeah.
And mostly in our group, it's not like that.
Yeah, it's happened a few times. We've had some
but
stuff.
it's not prevalent though.
It's not. Yeah. It happens probably like once per year or something like that. We have some issue with some idiot or something, you know. Lieutenant Nescafe, yeah, you said it right. Just elongate the vowel when you say car keys in Boston. See, I don't even pronounce the R. Bim Prasad. Are there any Brits in Tracy Marquez? Yes, there are.
A few.
There's a few. There's actually a lot of people moving into Tracy that we haven't met, and some of the new guys I've talked to a little bit. And you know, for you guys again, Texas Roadhouse on the 16th. Try to let me know if you can by emailing me at steven5975@yahoo.com. It's at 1:30.
Good times.
At Evian Mall in Bacoor, right next to Alabang at the Lifestyle Center. Philip Edward. Oh yeah, they are the EDCA sites. My bad. Dickie Spaz. MT should be deported as an undesirable. Who's MT?
I don't know.
I'm not sure who MT is. Sinfuls. Richard Jarrett is one lot is 358 square meters. One is 208 square meters. Another is 6 hectares. A house in Bacoor. The condo is 30 square meters with balcony overlooking the bay on 35th floor. That is actually a nice condo. I've been in there with him.
Oh.
And I did a video on it if you guys want to look at it.
Michael.
The house I live in is 150 square meters. Oh, Neil Peart, yeah. I love Neil Peart. I'll tell you, if you guys love drums, Michael, look up the Godsmack Drum Duel. Okay, and he plays a little bit of Neil Peart stuff, Rush stuff in there. It's the Godsmack Drum Duel, and it's the best drumming I've ever seen. It's really really good. It's got, you know, guys from Lawrence and Haverhill and stuff like that. I actually worked at one of those schools. Let's see, MT Mark Thornton. There you go. I'm not really a big I never really followed him, so I don't. When you said MT, I'm like, who's MT?
Yeah.
You know, I don't watch that many other videos from other guys that much. Bim Prasad, hope they serve vegan. Okay. Bim Prasad, he is from Dramageddon. Yeah, I heard about that, what happened, but I didn't pay much attention to it. The World Zoom World Zoom guy I did pay attention to because somebody wrote to me about him. You guys probably remember the live stream watching that. And I was the one that actually outed him, and I didn't know I was really outing him that night. I read the articles and stuff like that, and I said, you know, he could be innocent, but this is all the stuff that these people are saying, and it ended up being all true. So, Richard Jarrett, Sinfuls, maybe we can meet when we are there, April 23rd to May 14th. If you're around during that time, you want to meet up, let me know, and we'll see. You know, if you want to come down this way, I'll be glad to meet you. Lieutenant Nescafe, Philippines is a great country. Just a shame that majority of the expats are duds. I wouldn't say the majority.
No.
Who you want as your neighbors in one's home country? Other Asian countries have better expat community. We actually have a really good expat community here. The undesirables we've kicked out.
That's all a matter of perspective, is what he's talking about.
Yeah. So most of the people that we had big problems with was in the beginning, and we've only had very few problems. But we've had problems, but we've taken care of it, and it's tamped it down. Lieutenant Nescafe, no drama, substance abuse or mental illness. It's mostly mental illness more so than substance abuse. I don't see that. Or
just aging.
Yeah, aging, grumpiness. You know, we get that.
Timing out.
Yeah.
God's waiting room.
Yeah. Sinfuls, Richard Jarrett, sure. Terry Roberts, Sinfuls, where's the land you are trying to sell? So, maybe interested. Sinfuls, you may want to give out your email to that guy, Terry Roberts. Sinfuls, the prime lot is in Kamaya Coast and Bataan. George, seen the MT video, not nice. Yeah, I heard about that, you know, but that's crazy. It's kind of sad that people get to that level. Michael L. WZ had a bit of stolen valor along with World Zoom. That was the guy we were talking about. That's the guy that we outed because somebody sent me all the paperwork, and I'm looking at it, and I don't like stolen valor. And I was reading out all the stuff. You know, I mean, tell people what you are. I was a cook on a submarine. no big deal,
Nuclear missiles.
I wasn't a Navy SEAL or any of that stuff. I mean, I was a cook, and that's all it was. And some of these guys, they want to be like heroes. You'd think that they were, who knows what.
Being a nuclear missile guy is not a hero.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Carl, question about banking. Is it true that the American living in the Philippines can make a Philippine national bank account or transfer money to this account from American bank without fees?
I don't know anything you can do here without fees.
Yeah, everything's got fees.
Here.
Everything.
That's
Usually
right.
money transfers are $30 through the banks. That's what I heard. Right?
Well, I tried to do a money transfer to a different country,
Yeah.
and it was 500 pesos. And then I did the transfer with Western Union,
Yeah.
and it was $3.
Okay.
So it was like, how many pesos is that? 4 or,
Yeah.
200, 300?
Simple says the 358 lot is in Verac Cantudueñas. Okay, I hope I pronounced that one right. Otherwise, I'll hear from the spelling police. Let's see. Simples. Carl, yes, you can with a USD bank account in a Philippine bank. George, at the bar fight. Let's see. Mr. Big Slick 66. When entering the Philippines permanently, what's the deal with flight tickets? Do you have to show the return or onward ticket to stay in the country? Not if you're SRRV.
No.
You do not have to do that. It's only for people on the tourist visas, okay? Just FYI on that. I just want to make sure that we're clear on that. And you just get a Singapore ticket. Don't get those rental tickets, because I tell people not to do that, because they can find out somehow. And people have been found. So
I've had good luck with them.
He's had good luck, and
Yep.
some people have not, because I heard that somebody did get bagged on that. So be careful. They said that there is a way to find out. Timothy O'Hearn, for Bim Prasad, don't have a pension. You can apply for
Ooh, yeah.
the classic SRV, but need 20K deposit.
We know several people that have done
Yeah,
that.
the good chunk of them around here have done that.
Yeah.
And you can switch back later on. There might be some cost affiliated. USA to Philippines Life, huge Rush fan. Same here, man.
Same here.
I love Rush. 2112, best album ever. And Moving Pictures was good too.
Second side of 2112.
Yeah. Let's see. Sinfuls, not if you got CD. Sinfuls, I will let them contact you and they can get my info. LOL. Okay, that's fine. Bim Prasad, Timothy O'Hearn, many thanks. Michael L. Cooks are important. Everyone needs food to function. Let's see. Sinfuls, I paid $25 in fees from my account in the U.S. to my USD account here in for a large sum. Okay. Lloyd White, like great drumming, check out El Estapario Siberiano. There's a group down in Central America or Colombia or something like that, and they get this guy, man. He sounds just like Robert Plant, and it's not Greta Van Fleet. It's phenomenal though. The guy's voice, and I guess he's in a band that does a lot of Led Zeppelin, but Greta Van Fleet does their own stuff,
yes,
and it sounds like Led Zeppelin.
They are hot,
and they're really good. Simple's my last flight, and I used a rental that they never checked, but I flew it in with my wife. So, okay. Adrian Lee says try to stop using fiat ice cube dollars. Start using Bitcoin.
Okay.
Fiat ice cube dollars. Okay. Let's see. I got Shiba Inu. I got millions of them. Michael L.
I got dog coins.
Yeah. Dogi.
Yeah.
I used to have some. I sold them. Michael L. BI has direct read only access to Sabre database. Sorry, Case, do you have clarity on 6-month tourist visas? You can or can't get it. They're 36 months. You just keep re-upping them, and you get a couple of 6-month periods in there that you can use too, that you don't have to go back. So yes, you can get 6 months in there, but not right away.
This country's great for that.
And you can do it online now too. So just remember that. And Mike 2112 says 2112 plus the temples of Syrinx.
Plus the second side. On the train
I was
to
actually
Bangkok.
listening to that the other night.
The second side, or the first side?
The whole album, 2112.
Because the first side is the opera. The second side has the songs that they were told to do.
I got it on Apple Music, so
yeah.
There's no second side.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Temples
We're
of
both
Syrinx.
oldies.
We've been smoking Lebanon.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Damn cars, no fee for writing a check into my Philippines bank. Yeah, you can write a check, but it takes 30 days, guys. So if you guys are thinking about doing it, most banks take 30 days to clear your check, even if it's cleared already. But most of them, some banks will clear it early. Let's see. Bitcoin here, not practical. Cash is necessary. That's
Absolutely.
true. Absolutely. Bitcoin
Absolutely.
is useless here.
As credit cards is at some places.
Yep. George says banks also give you a shit exchange rate when transferring money. Yeah, they do.
Yeah, but I don't know who gives that shit worse, the street money's changers or the banks. I think the banks are better.
Yeah, they are.
Than
Especially
the money.
Bank of Commerce, I think, is really, really good.
I think the BDO's not bad.
Yeah, Bank of Commerce is pretty good, guys, for a bank, but there's not many around. And China Bank is good too. And China
You
Bank.
keep saying, when's China Bank
China
going
Bank
to
is
open?
owned by BDO, huh?
When are they going to open? They've had that storefront at Walter for a year.
They were open and they closed, I think. I think because they're over at Walmart over here.
There's not. That's the storefront I'm talking about. I've never seen China Bank open there.
Really?
Really?
Okay.
It's on the first floor,
They,
next to the donuts.
They were open a few times. I don't know if they're. I haven't looked there lately. Mr. Big 66 First Love Rush, saw them 3 times. Not big on cover bands. I saw them once. But my buddy, and I saw the Led Zeppelin Experience. I saw Get the Lead Out.
I did too.
And
I worked for
Fred Floyd. I saw Australian Pink Floyd, and I loved them. And I actually, you can get their music also on Apple Music. Yes.
Ask Mr. Big. Has he ever heard of Mr. Big?
Yeah.
Mr. Big does a Rush song called "Addicted to the Rush."
Yeah.
Mr. Big.
Look up Mr. Big.
Yeah.
Michael, Passage to Bangkok. There we go. I like Red Barchetta too.
I like Passage better.
Sinfuls. I like Permanent Waves also. Good memories there.
Yeah.
Let's see. I like that song about the oaks and the oaks just too long.
The trees.
Yeah, the trees.
Yeah.
Sorry, case. Ballot buying boxes. Do they have to be under a Filipino name to receive it?
I don't think they do.
No.
Yeah.
Some have come to me before. People send them to
me
me to hold.
Yeah, me too.
You know. USA to Philippine Life 2112 live from all the world's a stage. That's a fantastic album.
It is.
Simple Surrey case. No, your name is fine. Just a good address and a contact number.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Michael L says every time I have to use cash, I grieve for the lost points. Philippines is the only place I have been. I actually have to carry paper money. Yeah, paper money is king here.
Well, I don't know. I just said something in one of my videos that here in Tracy, I use my BDO card all the time.
Really?
Yeah, I do. Walter Mart. At places that are big.
Yeah.
Malls and stuff
like that. Yeah, you can use your BDO card. That's.
Yeah. Well, I also use a Cap One, so it's changing.
Yeah.
And then there's Gcash.
Yeah.
So things are changing slowly.
Yeah. Hello, Paradise, Expat Life in Asia. BDO gives good exchange rate if you deposit dollars by check.
Yeah.
A small, insignificant fee, but if it does take up to 20 days, it does take up to 20 days to clear a check.
BDO is a little pokey on a lot of things.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
China Bank makes up for that, and they're actually owned partially by BDO. USA to Philippine Life, Natural Science, and Permanent Waves.
We're just talking about that.
Dean Thompson, gotta run, guys. Dean, we'll see you
ya.
later.
Thank you.
Make sure you get in touch with us.
Yeah, take care.
Surrey case, thank you. Sinfuls, Dean Thompson, okay. George, I am talking when you transfer money from outside country to Philippines. Dean Thompson, God bless all. USA to Philippine Life, Mr. Big open for Rush.
Yes, I saw them on that tour.
Back in the day.
I saw them on that tour when they toured with them.
If I'm not mistaken.
It was a Show Your Hands tour.
Yeah.
The Prime Mover, actually, was the name of that tour that I saw them with Mr. Big. And Mr. Big they were okay, but, there's no, Rush is
I've seen
Rush.
them do a couple of good songs, actually.
Mr. Big?
I saw them. It was the first time, just recently, it was the first time I had heard of them.
Really?
Yeah.
They're from Marin. They're from the Bay Area.
Yeah. I saw them, I forget what songs they were playing, but they were playing like cover songs.
Mr. Big?
Yeah, they played a couple of cover songs, and they did a good job with it, too.
Addicted to the Rush is a great song, and they have that song that he wrote for his teacher, I Just Want to Be With You, which is a wonderful song.
Yeah, I know that song. Yeah, that was one of the songs I liked.
Yeah, agreed.
Bim Prasad, Dean Thompson, take care. Michael L. BDO is a debit card, not a true credit card. Yes, you're correct.
That's right, absolutely correct. Yeah.
Philip Edward, the ballot buying box, I think you should put care of your Panay girlfriend name if you're a
I've done both.
newcomer. No, you don't have
I've
to.
done both.
I receive them over here all the time for guys, and it's
Yeah.
not a big deal. At least once a year I do something like that.
Yeah.
Sinfuls, George, yes, no issues. I wired from USAA to BDO, no issues. Took about 48 hours to finalize.
Yeah.
Mike, 2112, if you're applying for marriage license, could you say never married instead of digging up old divorce papers and get... No, they can find it. They'll find out. I think they will. You got to be careful of doing something like that. Do they look into that?
No comment.
I would not. I wouldn't do that. I'd make sure you get all your papers. I took all my papers over here when I
Your
came.
divorce?
Yeah, I took all of
How
them.
many years though back was it?
About 10 years, something like that. You know, so, but I took them over here. I made sure I had them. Michael, and what Philippine credit card does exist? Do not carry as good rewards as get with the U.S.
Well, that's probably true. I think Grab now has a credit card, and I know that BDO has a credit card.
Yeah.
So I don't know how that would work. I've never met an expat that's actually got a credit card from Grab or from BDO. I haven't met one.
No, nobody that I can
Yeah,
think, and I meet a lot of people. Phil, does the VA clinic do yearly physicals? Yes. And issue your prescribed meds? Yes. Only get service connected on the meds though, except for the first time that you go there. So keep that in mind, guys. But prescriptions over here are cheap. Michael,
If they have the medicine.
yes.
Sorry, Po, no stop.
Yeah. Michael L says, I'm still looking for a reverse ballot buying box to ship things cheaply out of the Philippines back to the West. I've never heard of that, and I want to ship some stuff to...
I've looked
to
for that, and
family
I
member.
haven't been able
Yeah.
to find it either.
Mr. Big Slick 66, Bed Barchetta. It's a good song. Off the Cuff Adventures with Jamie. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys. Thanks, man. Thanks for joining us.
Absolutely.
We got a computer here in the background. And Sinfuls, Michael L. LBC is still Michael. Let's see. USA to Philippine life. Gcash had become a go-to for the missus, making it easy to pay bills back in the
Yes.
Philippines
Yep.
while we're here in the States. Yes.
You know who they're owned by?
You got to be careful because after 3 months, your money can disappear.
He's had some bad experiences. I've had nothing but good experiences with them. But they're owned by Maya, so it's the other big player here. I love Gcash, and I use them every other day.
Mike and Mauricio say, hit the thumbs up, guys. Yeah, hit the thumbs up, guys. That does help us get out there more. James Nichols, how do you get your divorce papers if you're not sure of the exact date and where your ex is? So you can get any information from her. Probably the courthouse that you went to. That's where I got mine.
The state you're in.
Yeah, the state you're in. You're going to go to that courthouse, so you can talk to an attorney to try to get them for you. Living the dream. Hey, how's it going? Going good. David Hess. How much disability do you need to get treated at the VA there? You just need a service. If you have service connections, you can get treated there. So even as low as like 10% or just a service connection if it's starting to bother you. Popeye1, I like that short video you did talking about the expat troublemakers, and the shoe polish remark was fantastic. Thanks, man. Everyone liked that one. Sinfuls, that is not actually my line. I don't want to steal that from the guy. Somebody else actually used that, and I started picking up on the line because I thought it was a great line. So I don't want to steal credit from somebody else. Sinfuls says, David Hess, you're treated for whatever your service connected disability is. Yes, except on the first time you go there, then it will cover some of the things for 30 days. Carl, would an experienced American car driver have any difficulties integrating and driving in the Filipino roads?
Yes.
I don't drive here.
I do.
And if I get a car, I'm going to have a driver. So
I drive here.
He does drive here, and you're going to it's a learning experience all by itself. If you're out in the province, then you're probably gonna have a blast out there because it's like.
I drove Justin's fantastic yellow banana, and it was my first time driving a car, whatever it is,
Yeah.
And it was a horrible experience. It reminded me of think of the worst place you can have traffic,
Yeah.
and it's 10 times worse.
Yeah.
With the motorcycles. Now I drive a motorcycle, every day. And I would much rather drive a motorcycle here than a car any day of the week. I love riding a bike here.
Let's see. Carl says, let's see. We already read that one. Neil F. Williams. Hello, guys. How you doing, Neil? Richard L. Rich, how did you get registered for Gcash as when I tried it and said I was an American citizen, it won't let me register. You want to address that one?
Absolutely. SIM card, my friend, SIM card. Make sure you have a Philippine phone number, and make sure you have some patience. Would you say everything here requires patience?
Oh yeah.
So what I actually ended up doing was that I had, and I'm going to use the GF word. I had my girlfriend on the third try help me, and we zoomed through it. But the SIM card was the key, and like I said, I've had it for a year now, and I love Gcash. And I actually did a video on
Yeah,
Gcash.
I won't use it.
Yeah, he won't use it, but he won't drive a motorcycle. So
Yeah.
potato, car.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Let's see. Canine Companion. David Hess. Any disability applied and awarded is used otherwise. That is it. Let's see. Sinful says, Carl, depends on your driving style.
That's
LOL.
funny.
Yeah.
Sure, Rich.
Yeah, Rich drives like a bat out of hell, literally.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's an experience all to itself driving with Rich. Rich is definitely. I think the Filipinos are afraid of Rich.
Yeah. We have to drive like one.
Yeah.
There's no two ways around that. Wouldn't you agree with that, Rich?
Rich drives like a Filipino on speed.
Yeah, I get cursed out, and I feel proud about it.
But Rich is a good driver. He's really good on the roads here.
Yeah. Which one? Or both?
Very defensive. Yeah, as Rich says, Sinful says here. You know, you need to be defensive and not timid, and that's true. And that's the way Sinful drives. He's definitely defensive, and he's not timid.
Take it on the sidewalk, right,
Yeah.
Rich?
Let's see. We got 101 people on here. 66 thumbs up. Let's get those thumbs up going, guys. Let's see. Let's see. Philip Edward. I do not trust BDO. It's either PNB or Security Bank for me. They debited mortgage, rent insurance, fire insurance without my knowledge, and I had paid over the counter already. Took months for the refund. I had $400 stolen from my account, and they didn't reimburse me.
Well, was that when you touched the button?
I forget how it happened, but it was like it was really, stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Part of it was my fault, but part of it was also the stuff that they had sent out the day before in a email.
I don't believe any of their emails.
Yeah, so I learned not to pay any attention to them now. And I usually ignored them, but this one here we had something that looked legit. Popeye One, are you from Boston originally? Yes, I am. Michael L. from around the Boston area. I've always lived within 20 miles of Boston. Michael L. says, I don't trust debit cards. Too easy for your entire bank account to get drained if there is a skimmer.
Well, and I would suggest to you, then don't keep a lot of money in, because we've talked about this. Don't keep a lot of money in Gcash, and I don't keep a lot of money in BDO unless I'm doing something.
You can go in there and take it out of your savings account or whatever account you have, and you can do that, but it's a pain in the butt waiting in line there, let me tell you. David has, do you need any paperwork if you're widowed? I'm not sure what you're talking about, what you need it for. If you're
maybe on her death
are you talking about SRRV? I don't think you'd have to worry about that. Or if you're widowed, maybe the death certificate.
Or widowed.
I think you're talking about if you're going to get remarried or something like that. That's what I'm reading from this anyway.
Probably will. And it's widowed.
Widowed. It's widow.
I know. Well, that's if you're from Boston. If you're from Philippines, it's widowed.
Oh, yeah. Somebody pronounced the word today, and it was really weird. Susan did, and I forget what she's...
Bitches? Shits?
No, it was something really weird. I didn't even know what she was saying. Neil F. Williams, do you have taxes taken out from your Social Security, military retirement?
Not yet.
Anyone with knowledge of this would be appreciated. Yes, of course you pay taxes back in the States. I'm not sure how the military retirement goes. I would imagine they take taxes out of that too. They take taxes out of my municipal, retirement. So yes, you do pay taxes.
I don't get taxes taken out of my Social Security.
No?
No.
But you do pay taxes on it, right? At the end of the year, I think you do.
No.
Maybe because you don't make enough.
Well, it just depends. Like you and I have talked. I have somebody that does my taxes.
Yeah.
And once out of the last 5 years, I've had to pay taxes.
Okay, so
that's just
maybe that's what. Maybe because you're so low,
Yeah, maybe so.
Yeah. USA to Philippines live question. Old topic. Any new advice on applying for Social Security while in the Philippines? You can apply online, and you can also go in. You can make an appointment to go in here to the embassy, and they'll take care of you. You talk to. Usually it's Elaine at the window, in there, and there's another couple of people that work there too. But Elaine's one of the people in there you talk to.
In my last video, I covered something like that. I had to wait an hour and 10 minutes to talk to to Social Security. I actually applied for mine over the phone. So I actually never went into an office except to reset my stupid Social Security website. So I did everything over the phone, and I documented everything, and it worked out great.
Let's see. Bim Prasad, driving in the Philippines is like the Griswolds driving around the roundabout in UK.
Very much so.
Yeah. Mike 2112. When you say driver, is that with car, or do you buy a car and have them drive you around?
Both.
Both.
Yeah.
We rent cars here with a driver. I did today, to go to SNR. Neil F. Williams, you could be better off if you could do this before you come.
Exactly. Oh,
Yeah,
I totally
yes,
agree.
Yeah.
I totally agree with
Yeah.
that.
Sinful says, USA to Philippines life. I just did mine. I went online to SSA Gov and applied.
Yep.
A SS officer from the FBU unit at the embassy called me. Took like 10 minutes, and 4 days later approved. I'm actually working with SS right now, and they're pretty decent.
I agree.
The office up here in Manila is pretty decent.
I agree.
Sorry, Case. What items are hard to get there that it seems?
Pick an item.
There's a lot of items that are kind of hard to get here, but a lot of them you can get if you look hard enough. Like at SNR, I was looking for relish today. I couldn't find relish, and usually I get my relish there, and it's usually out of stock or whatever.
Little Debbie's.
Yeah.
My God.
Oh, today I got what was the things I sent you? Not whoopie pies. What's the things?
Oh, you got
ding dongs.
You got fucking ding dongs.
Yeah, ding
and you
dongs.
haven't broken
Yeah,
one out.
yeah.
Where's the ding dongs?
I got ding dongs. They're in there.
God.
I'll give you one after.
Yeah, please. No, I
Let's see.
I think I want them now.
You want one now? Go get one. That's Susan.
Yeah, I think I'm going to.
Let me see. Sinfuls, when was this? Mr. Slick 66. Sinfuls makes me nervous cruising on those Laguna roads.
Yeah, you will be nervous.
Yeah.
There's no doubt.
Sit in the back seat.
sit on a trike.
Yeah.
That won't make you nervous. Yeah.
Bim Prasad, no sound. You got no sound there? That's weird.
Turn it up.
Turn it up. Everybody else can hear, I think. Sinfuls, I applied 9th of November 2023, got it on February 8th. It's very fast here in the Philippines. It's less than 2 months usually. Neil F. Williams, I cannot get the phone call for my daughter's benefit. You might want to give them a call back.
I was just going to say that. And let them know that you can't get the phone call.
Yeah. Sinfuls, sound working, Bim. So there we go. Robin Mari, do you have any liability concerns driving there? Have you rented a car? I don't rent a car. I don't drive here. So
yes, many.
Yeah, there are liability concerns, but you can buy insurance.
Well, your vehicles here, when you buy them, it comes with said insurance, and it's super, super low. I actually go to Miles Lava.
She sells it, I believe,
my
right?
insurance girl of my dreams, and Michael Olmsted. So I go with the government gives you insurance, and I go with a second set of insurance. And I drive an ADV Honda, and so I actually had her bump up because it's a bike. And Rich will say this too. If it's a popular bike, you should have insurance to cover it. So yeah, it's a real concern here.
Simple says, Neil F. Williams, you in the Philippines? ? Terry Roberts, Michael L. I use travel card and just put a little money onto it. Philip Edward, yes, you got to have patience. You're retired. Expats need to unwind.
Yes.
No more pressure from the West. I'm feeling that way even more and more every day here. And that's why this guy here is doing some videos for a while. And we're going to have somebody else also help with videos. And I do want to keep this group going. We'll always try to keep the group going and do the dinners and stuff like that we do. And like I said, we're doing one at Texas Roadhouse, Evian Mall at 1:30 on the 16th. And it'll be a lot of people there. And it's a lot of fun too. With the U.S. military coming back, do you think NFCU will be back over there again? NFC? What's NFCU? Not sure what he's talking about.
Not sure what he's talking about either.
Bim Prasad, lost the sound listening through my Alexa video. There we go. That's probably why. Alexa don't like you. Sinful, sound good. And Neil F. Williams, yes, sir, I am an SRRV holder. Okay. Michael L says, next time I'm in the Philippines, I'll have to try with a local globe sim,
Yes, you
and will
will.
temporarily turn off my Google Fi sim. Uh,
Yes.
USA to Philippine life. Sinful's good news. That's going to get me out of New Jersey and over to the Philippines full time sooner. I know that it can be done. I like to hear of recent success. Thanks. Bim Prasad,
How long are you gonna go for?
hearings. We're going to go like 90 minutes.
Okay.
Okay. Is that okay? With you?
Yeah, I may go and steal some
Oh,
Ding
go
Dongs.
steal the thing on. Come back
All
in. Okay. Sinful says, Neil F. Williams, I wasn't getting updates based on their timeline, so I emailed FBU unit and asked for an update. Then they emailed me telling me this will call. Need to remind them. LOL. Sinful says USA to Philippines life. You're welcome. Neil Williams, my daughter born here, but is completed dual citizen and just waiting the phone call only. Any numbers you have you could call would be useful. If you Neil, you need to call me if you want to talk to me about that. Email me, and I have some connections there I can give you. Okay, if you want to talk to some people there, and they can give you the information you need at the embassy. I'm actually a citizen liaison, like a volunteer liaison there. So if you need help, you can email me at steven5975 at yahoo.com. Michael L, maybe it didn't like it that I was using a Pixel 6, which is not sold in the Philippines as well. I will try again with a local SIM and local phone. Damn Car says, my Asawa does most of the driving. I've heard that foreigners are always at fault in in an accident. It kind of seems that way. I've been in a few accidents. Um, and let me tell you something. It's kind of funky the way things work here. It depends on the cop you get and stuff like that. Michael else's debit cards are also don't give rewards, or if they do, not good rewards. Sinfuls says Neil F. Williams, and he gives the U.S. Embassy site. But if you need it, you can also contact me too. I do have an inside man there. Neil F. Williams. Oh, I have been FBU site at email. Sinfuls. Okay. Neil Williams. Calling is useless. Warren RCG. Hello, Steve, Rich, and all. How you doing? Sinful's Neil F. Williams. Yes, it can be. I did my email with red receipt. There is a number I have to call. Okay, all right, I got you, man. That's so you got the number on there, Sinfuls. That's good. Sorry, Case. Do you ever get bored? Hmm. I actually like to have a day of boredom. I like to have a day where I can sit around and just veg.
So what are you gonna do?
Believe it or not. And it's funny that you say that because a lot of us are actually kind of overly busy here. So we find ourselves just as busy as if we were working. Joseph Grutz of 5x5. Neil F. Williams,
What's that?
have called services and emailed them. Okay. Let's see. Neil Williams also says they refer back to FBU
All right.
unit. Bim Prasad, is Tracy Martinez flood free? Yes. We're 423 feet up in the air, and all the rivers are way down in a gulch, probably about 70 to 100 feet down, so it's not going to flood. Simple says, try calling the U.S. office. I know that's not a great answer, but maybe they can assist. SS is really good back home for calls. I find anyway. Joe Cunningham. Anybody getting their annuity pension? I get an annuity pension. Neil F. Williams going to Guam 9th. So I hope Social Security there can help. They are next door to airport. James Nichols. I'd love to find a condo near you guys. Are there any fully furnished units available?
Yes.
This guy here.
Yes. There's several different ways to go. There's actually suburban, or not suburban. What am I thinking about? Tract homes.
Yeah.
There's tract homes and there's condos. Yeah, I'm helping people get units, and they go quick around here.
Yeah. You need to come here and actually check them out.
You really
can come
do.
see me or see Rich and just let us know when
What you want.
they come and then we can usually find one or show you.
Yeah.
But they are what they are, and some of them you need to fix up a little.
Yeah. Contigo, a little.
Yeah. So let's see. K9 Companion says NFCU is Navy Federal Credit Union. Okay. Michael, NFCU won't be back as these are shared bases. Lazy Larry Lee. Hello, Steve. Sorry I'm late. Phil, Says with the U.S. military coming back, do you think Navy Federal? I think they just answered that. They're not. They're not. These are shared bases. These aren't U.S. bases, so it's unlikely. Although they are giving them a special section on some of those bases, I don't think that it's theirs.
Well,
It's
Phil,
like borrowed.
the question is, why can't you use the Navy Federal Credit Union here? I mean, I use credit unions here all the time.
People still have it here, so it must work
Yeah.
somehow.
Yeah.
Sinful says, Larry, yes, you are. LOL. Lazy Larry, Sinfuls, hello. Michael L. Phil, probably not, as the U.S. forces are operating from shared bases, not leased bases. Sinful says, Phil, being EDCA bases, I don't see credit unions, PXs, etc. coming back this time. That's exactly what I heard, too. Darren King channel, is Space A travel something that is used there? Space 8. All right, you're talking about like the travel. No, I don't think that they have that here.
What is it?
He's talking about military travel with this, for disabled people and stuff like that.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
If you're 100% disabled, or even I think even other people, 70%, I think can get it on there too. You can get travel on some of the military planes.
Like deadheading.
Yeah. Sinful Steven5975 at yahoo.com. Sinful says boredom beats working. LOL. I actually look forward to having a day when I'm bored here and I can sit outside and have a soda or something like that and sit in my cabana and read or listen to music.
You'd be amazed at how much there is to do here.
Let's see. USA to Philippines life. I think I'll be driving very sparingly in the Philippines. That will be my wife's turn to be the driver. Simple.
It takes a certain kind of person to drive her.
Simple says USA to Philippines life. It's not that bad. Just be alert. I don't know. I think it's that bad, but I don't know. Mike 2112 says I'm retiring and moving there fourth quarter this year. Currently in process of selling off house, car, furnishings, etc. It's a bit overwhelming.
Good for you.
Well, check out our area too, Mike. Simple as I get annuity pension as of one of my sources. Just move to Cavite. There's tons of places around here. At least you're going to be close to some guys you can hook up with once a month or more. We do barbecues at my house and stuff like that too. So
to Mike D, you're doing it the right way. I've done videos about it, and we know guys that they have more in storage sheds back in America than their actual rent is here. I mean, so much crap.
Yeah.
And I'm here to tell you that I brought in 8 to 12 buy-in boxes. I could have gotten by with 2.
Yeah.
So good for you. You're doing the right thing.
Simple says, I get annuity pension as one of my sources. I think most people do. Even if you get a small one. I got a small one. And then I get municipal pension too and some other stuff. Sinful's Mike D 2112. Yes, it can be. I had a garage sale which netted me $4,600 just off my tools and miscellaneous stuff. Wow.
Yeah, that's a big wow.
That's a hell of a garage sale.
Because we know people like our buddy.
I don't think Ace Hardware makes that much in a day here.
Mr. Curry and I ended up giving stuff away. Okay, because
that's what I did.
Yeah, we ended up that. So you must have had some high-end stuff, Rich.
Yeah.
In the Philippines.
Let's see. Sinfuls, my credit union works fine over here. Dickie
Spaz.
Sinfuls, that's blasphemy. I'll never be able to let my tools go. That's funny. USA to Philippines life. Sinfuls, it's definitely not as bad as New York City Metro, New Jersey, where I am in the States. It's all the motors and trikes and that get crazy. Sinfuls, Space 8 closest is South Korea. So there's the answer to that, guys. I was hoping that we would have that here, but we don't. I've been trying to look into that a little bit. I just haven't had the time. Sinfuls, Sticky Spaz, mostly power tools, brought many of my hand tools. Sticky Spaz, gotcha. Joe Cunningham, which type of annuity you guys have? I have an annuity through a company, American something, and they let me get my money over here. They put it right in my account back home. It was for the school department. It was a 403B. Sinfuls, USA to Philippines life. Yes, bikes, trikes are a nightmare. The worst is the trikes. They think they own any part of the road they want. Michael L. Trikes are slow. Dickie Spaz says, defined pension here. Any pension is anything, if you're talking about for the SRRV, a pension is anything that defines itself as a pension. It says pension. It has to say pension on the pension letter. Like Social Security pension, military pension, stuff like that. Avalon, highest spot in Florida is Britton Hill, only 345 feet. They used to say to retire us is to expire.
In God's waiting room.
Or better yet, say to retire us is to expire us, you know. Let's see. Celtic Nomad says, hi, Steve. Talking about U.S. bases, love the U.S. bases in the U.K. Found an American girl in those days. Cheap Jack Daniels, cheap everything. Ha ha. Sinfuls. My annuity is from Bank of Biden. There we go. All right, guys, we're up at 84 minutes here. We're right at the end of the thing here, so I'm going to end it here. I want to thank everybody. USA Philippines Life says, I have a half dozen guitars and basses, some vintage, and I'm not sure to sell off or bring to the Philippines when I move. I would keep some of your guitars to use over here. I'll tell you, I got my cigar box guitar up here, and let me tell you something. I just started playing with it and having a little fun with it. It's a nice little guitar to play with, you know. It's a blast, you know, and it's got a nice little like bluesy sound to it and stuff too. So, and Rich is showing it right here. That's right there. You know, it's a 3-stringer, and you do slide guitar and everything on it, but it's kind of cool. But anyway, guys, God bless, take care, and Rich, you want to say anything on here? I'll let Rich jump in.
Thanks
here.
for the support. I appreciate you watching and commenting on my videos. It's a blast to work for him on his days off, so thanks a lot.
Bye, guys. We'll see you guys probably next week. Okay, we might even do one during the week this week. I'll talk to Rich about it, see if he wants to do one on his own now that he's been able to learn a little bit on here. God bless, guys. Take care. We'll see you.